Welcome to the Madonna Center Dream Gala. To start off our program, here is Sister Mary Bordelon.
Good evening. I'm Sister Mary Bordelon, and I'm on the board of directors of the Madonna Center, and I'm also a member of the Sisters of Divine Providence who founded the Madonna Center in 1939. So I invite us this evening to begin in prayer. Provident God, we ask your blessing on this event this evening. We ask your blessings on all the people who made it possible. We thank you for the people who attend Madonna Center, for the children, for the seniors, and for the families. We ask you for all those who benefit from Madonna Center, and we ask your blessings especially on our donors and benefactors and the people who sponsored tables this evening. We thank you for this evening, and we ask you to bless the food that we're going to share and the cocktails, and give us the amount of fun and entertainment and support that we need. Amen.
And now welcome the Executive Director of the Madonna Center, Roger Caballero.
Hi, I'm Roger Caballero, the Executive Director at the Madonna Center. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our Dreaming Gala. On behalf of our staff and Board of Directors, we thank you for your generous support. The Madonna Center is located deep in San Antonio's west side and reflects a very vibrant community. For over 80 years, we've helped families improve their lives through early childhood education, after-school programs, connections to resources, healthy aging, and senior services. In the last year, we've worked hard to support essential workers and their families who lived in our community. We pivoted quickly to provide services and resources, working hand in hand with partners like the San Antonio Food Bank and UT Health Science Center. Throughout tonight's gala, we'll provide a glimpse into the work we do. There will also be opportunities for you to bid on great silent auction items, so keep your phones handy. Lastly, we are grateful to our table sponsors, including Escamilla and Panic, Dave Toomey, Brook City Base, Gold Financial Group, Savinol Group, Area Real Estate, John Martinez, Michael Boucher, Viva Politics, Juan Chavira, and many others. We hope each of you will dream big with us here at the Madonna Center.
We are Madonna!
Madonna Center helps individuals and families improve their daily lives through education, connections to resources, strategies for healthy aging, and creating a sense of community. We were established in 1939 by the Sisters of Divine Providence as an essential center for struggling families. During this pandemic, our services have become an even greater necessity for the parents of our community because most are employed in essential services that keep our city fed, clean, and healthy. We have adapted programs and services to meet the challenges brought on by COVID-19. For example, we redesigned our after-school program to provide a safe haven for children. The Return to In-School Education, or RISE program, now includes a supportive environment for our school-age children to attend school remotely. We have provided additional access to technology and specially trained staff members to help the children complete their daily lessons and homework. This assistance allows parents to continue working and providing for their families. However, the program comes with unanticipated costs. We must provide supplies to keep the staff and children safe, upgrade our technology, and expand our Wi-Fi capacity. Financial support is desperately needed to maintain this quality program. In addition to adapting our after-school programs, Madonna Center has modified senior activities and programs meant to build community and promote healthy aging. The seniors in our community who were identified as those with the highest risk to the virus are, of course, our greatest concern. Addressing isolation and food insecurity, as well as maintaining daily health practices, is a top priority. We have redesigned our service model by delivering warm meals to the homes of our senior clients, since they are not allowed to gather at the center. This has helped to keep them engaged and avoid total isolation, which can lead to depression. These visits have also helped our seniors by incorporating a wellness check and ensuring they are maintaining a healthy environment at home. We recognize that our successes are truly based on blessings and the dedication of our staff, board members, and you, the donor. We are so grateful to those who believe in our mission to help individuals and families improve their daily lives by providing them with the tools they need to succeed. Your help is needed now more than ever before. We are the Madonna Center.
We are Madonna!
We are an essential center for essential families.
Now welcome the host of our gala, Actor Ricardo Chavira.
Good evening, everyone, and I want to welcome you to our Madonna Center Gala that is both limited in person and virtual. It's a little bit of a hybrid due to, I don't know, there's this thing out there that people have been talking about, COVID or something. I don't really know what anyway, so we've got people tuning in virtually. The camera's back there, and our wonderful cameraman, Larry Servin, a good friend of mine, is bringing in all 9 people from the web to tune in with us. All you people here virtually, in person. Sorry. So what we're going to do is basically highlight the work this evening that is done here at the Madonna Center. And as you saw in the video, we are an essential center for essential families, and our help to this community is going to continue, and it's going to continue to grow, and it's continued to service this West Side community of ours through the great help of people like yourselves and our virtual sponsors as well. So one of the ways that we're trying to get help from you guys, as well as our virtual audience, is through bidding on the silent auction items, which is exactly what I'm going to tell you about right now. There's many great things to bid on, but there is one really great thing that I'm actually very proud to be a part of, and that is a virtual experience that I have brought to this silent auction with select stars from Selena the series. That's, I think, what, Netflix? Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Yes, on Netflix. So I think maybe some of the people in the room have seen it. Maybe some people virtually have seen it as well. Thank you. So I know bidding has already started on some of these silent auction items, and it's a great way to raise money for the Madonna Center. Please, what you need to do is text Madonna 2021 to this number, and it's 243-725. Okay, and what you're going to do is when you text that, you're going to have a link set to you. You click on that link, and then you can go ahead and fill out the registration, your name, whatever else it asks for, firstborn, all 3 credit cards, all 9 credit cards, whatever that's going to be, and then you can start looking through it and start bidding. So, but right now what I would like, there's plenty of stuff over at the bar. There's some great food that we have here this evening. I would like for all of us to raise a glass to the Madonna Center, and but also we're going to fill that glass right now. And how we're going to fill it is by visiting a very good friend of mine who's right over here, cocktail master extraordinaire, Jared Pena. Anybody from San Antonio probably knows Jared from some of his wonderful businesses like the Brooklynite and Still Golden, as well as the restaurant Hello Paradise, which is over in the Pearl District off Grayson Street, when Jared has so graciously donated the food for this evening. His restaurant has, so that's what you're getting a taste of, some great Thai food, and it's got a wonderful atmosphere over there, so if you can get out there, please do. But I'm going to come over here to Jared, and we're going to talk about this. So Jared, you're going to be, oh wow, look at you. You're so formal. You're so formal.
I have to be. I'm a Catholic school boy. I'm a Catholic school boy. I have to.
Okay, well, so you're going to be making a drink for us tonight that's called the Rosario?
Yes. It's named after my grandmother.
Okay, and what is this? What does this contain? Tell me.
It's a vodka sour with a little rose water in it, so it's very pleasant, floral, and easy to drink.
Okay, you want to start going at it? So the whole reason why we have this bit here is because we thought that this event was going to be completely virtual. So I was trying to do a cocktail hour gala virtually for the Madonna Center. But then, as Texas goes, we like to open things up really early. So that's why we're able to have some limited in-person people here. And so that's why we're having this hybrid night. But it was an idea that I got from something that I did for an LA Times event for Selena the series back in November, December. We did one of these virtually because at that time you you couldn't do anything because of COVID. But like I said, now we can do this a little bit in person. We do still have people virtual. And so we're making a drink right now, which I think has some vodka, right?
I'm concentrating, sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Jared's concentrating one thing at a time with this guy. So we've got vodka, we've got, what is?
We have it's vodka, lemon juice, and the rose syrup, sorry.
And the vodka was actually, Tito's sponsored our event this evening. So a big shout out to Tito's Vodka, yes?
Yeah.
Texas, yes.
And just real quickly, in regards to anyone watching from home, just mix simple syrup and get some rose water. Go to your local Botanica. It's West Side stuff, right? I'm kidding. And just drop some in there and the syrup, and that's about all you really need. And then with the vodka and the lemon juice. There you go.
And actually what we've done is we put them all in these gift bags, which I think some of the people virtually were able to come and grab the gift bags. So our virtual audience of 9, thank you. Number 1, no, you go ahead and do that, please. That's great. Jared's going to shake it. He offered me to shake it, but no. So we have the gift bags. You can pull it out. You can be making the drink along with us. But also these gift bags are going to be going to everybody that's here in person, I believe, as well. Yeah, so you get a little bit of booze to take home. How about that?
You get the fancy glass.
Oh, I get the fancy glass? Okay. And you get the little plastic. You get the plastic glass?
Of course.
Okay. I'm not good at that. The mic back and forth. It's
I think you're doing a great job.
Oh, I appreciate it. All right, let's should we give it a taste? Yeah. Okay. Let's check this out. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. Want to do that?
Salud.
Okay. Salud, everyone. Salud. Better do that again. Wow, that was actually pretty good.
You did a good job in that.
Yeah?
That was quick.
What?
That was a quick drink right there.
Yeah?
Sorry, it's like acid reflux. That was actually really good.
That was a really good drink. Really simple vodka, rose water, simple syrup, and some fresh squeezed lemon juice. And Tito's Vodka. Yes, Tito's Vodka. Jared, thank you very, very much.
My pleasure, brother.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Jared Pena.
Sisters of Divine Providence out of Turkey.
Also, some of those bags were sent virtually to our sisters who are attending this event virtually, the Sisters of Divine Providence. It's my understanding they got about 8 bottles to each of their bags versus the 2 that you're getting. And I think that they're having some sort of foam party or something later on tonight at the convent. Anyway, that being said, Jared did a... You know what? You don't have, we got somebody to do that. Yeah, you don't have to clean up.
I got it.
I'm sorry. We mess with each other too much. But now what I'd like to do is bring your attention to the other side of the stage to pick up where they left off with this evening's wonderful entertainment. We have once again, please welcome Ruby Alexander and the Bonafide Playboys.
Thank you. Every time I think of you, I get a shot right through with a bolt of blue. It's no problem of mine, but it's a problem I find living life that I can't leave behind. There's no sense in telling me the wisdom of a fool won't set you free. It's the way that it goes, and it's what nobody knows. Every day my confusion grows. Every time I see you falling, I get down on my knees and pray, waiting for that final moment. You say the words that I can't say. I feel fine and I feel good. I'm feeling like I never should. Whenever I get this way, I just don't know what to say. Be ourselves like we were yesterday. I'm not sure what this could mean. I don't think you're what you seem. I do admit to myself, if I hurt someone else, never see just what we're meant to be. Every time I see you falling, I get down on my knees and pray, waiting for that final moment. You say the words that I can't say. Oh, yeah. I could fall in love with you. I could fall in love with you. Every time I see you falling, I get down on my knees and pray, waiting for that final moment. You say the words that I can't say. Every time I see you falling, I get down on my knees and pray, waiting for that final moment. You say the words that I can't say. All right. Thank you so much. I'm a big Selena fan also. Yes. All right. We thank you so much for having us tonight and sharing this beautiful event. Again, thank you and enjoy the rest of the evening. Yes. Thank you.
My name is Elisa Ramasanta, and I'm one of the members of the team that coordinates the children's programs at the Madonna Center. I've been involved with the Madonna Center for the past 3 years. The most important part of our job is to educate parents about early childhood education. Many parents think that when they send their children to Madonna Center, all we'll be doing is custodial care, which is diaper changing, wiping noses, and keeping them fed. But really and truly, our most important job is to prepare them for school. And many children do need all the help that they can get for social, emotional, and language development before they go to school. So the role that we play has such an impact on preparation for education for children. Well, early childhood education in the first place is very expensive. So when you ask a parent, can you send your child to childcare, they usually don't have the means to be able to pay for the care that is given to their children throughout the day. So when people are asked to donate to Madonna, the funds that we receive will go to the teachers, the supplies, and of course the environment, the food, and everything that we do to promote the curriculum for Madonna. Research has shown that children who have quality early childhood education are very successful in school, and that's why that's our goal, and that's what I've always visioned for our children, is for them to have the best early childhood education. We have several success stories at the Madonna Center, but what stands out to me is one of our children who is autistic. He started when he was maybe 5 or 6 years old. He was an after-schooler. He did not have the language, and he was not potty trained at all. And because of the care that he got after school and throughout the summers that he came, we potty trained him. He has learned to talk. He has learned to play with other children. And he's now 8 years old, and he talks, and he goes to the bathroom, and it's just a success story.
The bidding has started on our great auction items, including the virtual experience with select cast members from the Selena series on Netflix. To bid, just text Madonna 2021 to 243725. We also would like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's gala. And now, here's a special musical performance by Mariachi Campanas de América.
visten con campanas de América. De colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajarillos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir, y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí, y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Somos labradores de esta tierra que Dios nos ha dado. Canta el gallo con el kirikiri, kirikiri. La gallina con el cara, 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 cara. Los polluelos con el pío, 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 pío. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
My name is Irma Flores. I'm the coordinator for the senior program here at the Madonna Center. Being in the room with the seniors or belonging with the seniors is being part of them, to enjoy them, have enjoyment such as playing games, such as playing participation in other issues, field trips. We have guests that bring the information for the seniors. We do exercises, which is a big one that I really pull through for them so they can do their exercises. We enjoy our home cooked meals that we have here at the Madonna. We have platicas on certain days so they can, talk with their friends or making new friends. I help with the kitchen work for preparing the meals because we do deliver the home meals to the seniors. I go along to see them time to time, and a good example was last Friday was the Mother's Day, and we had roses for them and carnations that my sister and we both made for the seniors and was given to them. Their faces mean a lot to me. How they say, oh, this is for me. This is something that maybe no one thought of giving them, any flower or anything. I see them more of wanting to belong. And that's what I want them to achieve so that they do belong here to Madonna Center.
We are Madonna!
Hi, I'm Adrian Trevino with Gold Financial Services, the Hamilton Group.
Hey Adrian, I'm Jeff Hamilton with Gold Financial Services, the Hamilton Group. Y'all should see this guy behind the camera. He's really good.
Yes, indeed he is. We are very proud to be sponsors of the Dreaming Gala, supporting the Madonna Center of San Antonio. We are constantly finding ways to give back to our community, to support family and friends, and to make sure that we give back any way that we can.
Yeah, we do enjoy giving back not only our time and our monetary donations, but also with every loan we do, we hope to make the community better and reach out to people and just make their lives better and make an impact on their life. And listen, we're glad to be here tonight with you guys. I hope everybody has a great time, have some fun, let it loose, and we're back together, and I'm proud of that. Thank you all for having us.
Thank you very much. Have a great night.
The bidding has started on our great auction items, including the virtual experience with select cast members from the Selena series on Netflix. To bid, just text Madonna 2021 to 243725. We also would like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's gala.
Well, that was quite the logo up there for Gold Financial, wasn't it? I can't even express the words that I'm kind of speechless about them being able to come out and do what they've done for us. So just please, a big round of applause for Gold Financial. Seriously. Thank you guys. So as you've seen from the videos, you can see some of the amazing work that's being done here at the Madonna Center for our West Side community. Helping families over here with all of their beneficial services. So please, check out those silent auction items like the little video just said, and keep on bidding, especially you 9 elves out there in virtual land that we know you're tuning in. So bid on something. I don't know, maybe there's a crock pot or that virtual experience to hang out virtually with some cast members from Selena the series. But right now, I'd also like to recognize some of our other huge sponsors and donors, especially some of our newer donors to the Madonna Center. Brook City based, specifically Gabe Farias. Thank you so very much. Escamilla and Panek is another one. Also, this is a very dear friend of mine who I don't think I would have half the people in this room tonight had he not helped. And that gentleman is David Adelman over with Area Real Estate. David, where are you? I want to embarrass you. There he is over there. David and I went to high school together. Well, let me get through this. Dave Toomey, wherever Dave is at. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Gold Financial, Adrian and Jeff again. Sabinal Group, Mark Wolforth, who I believe is probably stuck in traffic. Oh, is he here? Did he finally show up? There he is. Thank you, Mark, for coming. We really appreciate it. We love everything that you're doing over at Sabinal. Maybe we can get you to come help us out with Madonna Center. We got a couple ideas. Summit Properties, Judge Canales as well, please. Thank you very much. Silver Eagle Distributors, Ana Maria Garza Cortez, John Martinez and Michael Boucher, the Sisters of the Divine Providence who are having that foam party that I told you about, and of course everybody that's joining us virtually, as well as everybody that's here. I gotta tell you, it makes me feel really good to be able to walk around this room and see people that I went to high school with. I've got a great friend of mine that I've known since second grade. The very first person that I met here in San Antonio, I don't know where there he is, right over there. Tuk Din, ladies and gentlemen, who's part of the Gold Financial team. But Tuk and I go way back, and it's just so nice to see so many beautiful faces that I recognize from the San Antonio area. So I don't want to forget anybody at all. So please, another person is Katrina Aleman, who's with the Stellar case. Katrina is the person responsible for the tables that you're sitting at, the chairs that you're sitting on, the linens, and everything. She donated all of that for tonight's event. I also want to give a big shout out to my camera guy, Larry Servin back there, who's getting everybody from the virtual world to tune into us. Whenever I got to do a self-tape audition, Larry's coming to my house and making me look, trying to make me look as good as he can. So I appreciate that, Larry. Also, there are 3 specific people who I really want to call attention to, and they are Melanie Mendez Gonzalez, Dr. Laura Barbarena, and someone who is not here tonight but has been extremely instrumental with this event, and that is Irene Chavez. These three ladies are the reason that we're having this event. They have gone strides beyond what they needed to do to make sure that it was working to the best of its abilities in person and virtually. They've done everything. So seriously, please give them a huge, huge round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. And now, without further ado, I would like to present our next artist of the evening, and a featured artist. His name is Eddie Vega. He's a poet, an incredible poet. Eddie is a spoken word artist known for writing about food, Tejano culture, and social justice. And I love how those three things go together. He has competed in national and regional poetry slams since about 2014, and he placed second in Haiku Deathmatch at the 2017 National Poetry Slam. I'm also told that he's a tacoologist, and as well as he's a member of the Taco Council of Texas. Now, I have no idea what that is, but I know I need to be a part of that like now, okay? Because let me tell you, this Mexican loves a taco, okay? So please, ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause. Here he is, Eddie Vega.
Thank you. I didn't recognize you without the big 80s glasses from the thing. But anyway, they were very flattering, by the way. And I remembered, I had flashbacks because I think I had the same glasses in that era. And I was a kid, which was even worse. All right. Anyhow, I am on the Taco Council of Texas. I don't know if it still meets. It hasn't met in like some years. But I used to write a blog called We Talk About It. And then some people decided to write a book all about tacos of Texas. And they asked for nominations for taco people of each city. And I got nominated and I got put on the council along with some food writers. And there's a mariachi on the council. It was all sorts of really cool people on the Taco Council. I say I'm a tacologist or sometimes a taconnoisseur. Is that a word? I'm a poet. I can make stuff up. All right. Anyhow. But I do write a lot about those things. I don't often write love poems, but I wrote this poem kind of as a love poem. I call it the South Texas Love Song. I knew that there was something about her. Something about the way in which she talked. Something about that look in her eye. Something about that Southern California way in which she saw the world. And then after a week spending time together, we sat on camp chairs overlooking Medina Lake with a whole group of people, and she said something. She said something that just confirmed why it was that I just didn't like her. This time it was the chicharras that pissed her off. She said, "Oh my God, that noise. How do you stand to live here around that constant noise? Listen, woman," I said. But in my head, of course, because my mother taught me never to speak to any lady like that. But out loud, I did say to her these things. I said, that noise is a chicharra or cicada to your people. It's the soundtrack to every summer that I've known. It's the sound that tells me that I'm home. It's the sound that reminds me of sitting at my grandmother's table eating pan dulce and drinking orange soda. It's the sound that reminds me of my parents' screen door snapping back because I've gone outside to take a ride around the neighborhood. It's the sound that reminds me of convincing my little cousins to pick those chili piquins from my grandmother's salsa and then watch when they rub the sweat from their eyes and they start to cry. You got to get really close to stop the chicharra. So I knew that as long as it was chirping, el cucuy was not coming. It was the last sound that we heard before plunging into the pool under an August sun, and the first sound we heard when the water released our ears from its captivity. It was there every morning when I walked 4 blocks to Woodrow Wilson Elementary. It was there during every game of Chinese freeze tag. When the Lamar Boxers middle school football team lost their last chance to score a touchdown for the entire season, it was the only sound louder than their sobs. In high school, when I stood at attention during 2-a-day band practice, it was the only sound louder than my heartbeat. Rachel Jackson had these gray-green eyes and auburn hair. She had long mastered that Texas twang. She said, "Eddie Vega, I'm gonna knock you upside the head if you don't ask me out." And when I stood outside her door, waiting to pick her up for homecoming, it was the only sound louder than my heartbeat. It's a sound that inspired accordion music and chancla dancing and cruising down Military, waving down the raspa truck, holding hands with your crush at Woodlawn Lake on the 4th of July, and of course, barbacoa and Big Red on a Saturday morning. It's a sound that says that a Whataburger with cheese and jalapenos will always kick In-N-Out's buns. And we don't wear sweaters on our beaches. And that team that got lucky last year, and the Spurs will be back next season. And when Fiesta ends, the party's just getting started because summer lasts forever. And we've got a tube for the cooler this year. And we're going to float our troubles away down a cold, cold river. And the chicharras are going to be there all along the banks, the soundtrack of our summer. So, ¿sabes qué? Get up off that camp chair, girl, and go back to where you came from. Because this is the sound that reminds me that I am a son of Sound, Texas. And shoot, there ain't nothing else that I would rather be. All right. And then I wrote a love poem, a real one. I'm going to cheat a little bit because it's kind of new, and sometimes I forget stuff. So anyhow. And I have to say that this one is inspired by a friend of mine who wrote a poem, how to flirt with someone who wants to be your boo. And I decided to make a Chicano version of it. So I call it, Cómo hacer flirt con alguien para que sea tu rukex. Okay. Your smile makes me crumble like queso fresco, melt like queso Oaxaca, refreshes me like a cold limonada, lifts my spirit like the coldest raspa on the hottest day. It's like fresh pan dulce, warm and sweet, like green salsa, warm and making me sweat, like tequila, warm and making me dizzy. Can we be dizzy together? No? Pues ni modo. But your eyes are like conchas, big and bright. And in them I see a barrio rainbow of yellow and brown, off-white and pink, summertime sunshine and summertime sunsets in them. My heart dances the washing machine at the melody of your hello because you make me feel like all the happy Selena songs. You're my tecnocumbia, I'm el chico de apartamento 512. You're a chicharrón con huevo taco from Taqueria Data Point on a flour tortilla so light and fluffy that it wants to float away. You're a quesadilla de asada from the taco truck on St. Mary's that nobody knows is actually called Regio because you're kind of a secret too. With you, I'm no longer afraid of El Cucuy or La Llorona. We can endure Trump together. And this quarantine, where we can be like a pair of teens trying to hide from all the authorities, you make me feel invincible. Like I could go on the northeast side of town, go from I-10 to 410, and then not end up on 35 because I always mess that up. But with you, I could do anything. I wanna sing like a sinsontle in spring, be a colibri to your flower petal lips. I wanna know if they taste like chocolate, or café con leche, or mole, or Mexican Coke, or home. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, can we be like a pareja, or like share some nachos at least, or something? No? Pues ni modo. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Eddie. Now I'm hungry, but that's okay, there's food. I am Melanie Mendez-Gonzalez, and I am the founder and creator of a Latina blog called ¿Qué Means What?, which I started 10 years ago. Now I'm wishing I had started blogging about tacos, so I could be invited to the Taco Council too. But instead, I talk about our Latinidad, our identity through leadership, education, and entertainment. So imagine my excitement to be here at an event on the west side of San Antonio with a famoso Latino in Hollywood, Ricardo Chavira. And we're so glad that he's here. And so maybe not your friends from high school are wondering this, but so many of us are wondering, what is a tall, handsome Latino actor doing in San Antonio? Shouldn't you be in Los Angeles?
Well, first off, the friends that know me from high school and grade school that are here are saying he's not that tall. And he's definitely not that handsome. And that's cool. San Antonio for me is home. It's the place where I feel most of my skin. I've always felt that way about San Antonio. I've been a Spurs fan through and through. I went to Blessed Sacrament Catholic School. I went to Lee High School. I went to Incarnate Word College. You know, a better percentage of my formative years education was done in this city. You know, even though they weren't Sisters of the Divine Providence, I was educated by the Sisters of Charity of the Incarnate Word, and those two congregations made San Antonio home for a reason, because they wanted to make sure that they were instilling hope and instilling God and instilling education in South Texas, specifically for our Mexican-American community. So my father has sat on the board of the Madonna Center for how many years now, Dad? Hang on, I'm reading. Wait, well, don't just stay there and read for a second, but how many years have you been with the Madonna Center?
I don't know, 10.
I don't know, 10. So he's been with the Madonna Center when it was when they were struggling, and they are no longer struggling, and we're going to hear a little bit more about that later. But he's always taught me to make sure that we're taking care of those that are less fortunate and that are underrepresented. For me, a city, a community, is very much like a business, or very much like my business, or very much like a play that I do, or a TV show. It's a collaborative effort, and the effort, when you're putting it out together collaboratively, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So as a city, we have to make sure that we are taking care of our most fragile and underrepresented parts of our community. And the West Side is one of those. So that's why I've invited so many friends from so many different walks of life to get you guys out here to see this West Side community, to remember it, to remind yourselves that this is also a part of San Antonio. I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent.
No, thank you. We're so glad that you're here, that you call San Antonio home, and so glad that your father, Juan Chavira, is serving on the board.
Yeah, I tell you what, let me bring him up, and I think he also wants to maybe bring up somebody else with him. So come on, Dad, please. Ladies and gentlemen, my father, Juan Antonio Chavira, and also my son, the third generation, Tomas Antonio Chavira.
Thank you. I was just told that I was going to do this. So my heart is like the cicada the guy was talking about. Anyway, I am proud to have my son here. I'm from Eagle Pass, people. I grew up in the migrant stream. We were the forgotten ones. We were the ones who went to school con las manos apestosas a cebolla y las manos verdes llenas de acelga. Okay, we were the ones people laughed at. We were the ones that ate tacos de chorizo con huevo, and people would laugh at us. And now Taco Bell is making $1 million out of that. Can you believe that? Right? That's why I always tell my son and my grandson, remember where you came from. You are on the shoulders of men that are bigger than both of us. Okay? And so here's my son, and this is my legacy. That's my immortality. When San Pedro takes me, that's the Chavira who's going to stay around. And so we have present, I already told Roger, when I retire, put him on the board. And the future. And speaking of the future, Roger, come here. Roger's going to tell us how big and beautiful the future of Madonna is. Thank you.
Come over here, Dad, come over here. You guys stay. Ladies and gentlemen, Executive Director of the Madonna Center, Roger Caballero.
Thank you. You know, looking back over the 81 years the Madonna Center has been around, I'm real proud to represent the agency. You know, we've served the community for that many years. But honestly, I mean, it feels to me anyway that like it's just the beginning. You know, we are looking forward to the next 80 years. You know, every day I see what your dollars, your contributions do for our community, for our children. I see the children getting quality education. I see seniors getting meals delivered. I see seniors socializing. I see the families being cared for. You know, I see a community with promise and hope. And we just got word of a major promise, that is going to be bringing a lot more hope to Madonna and the community here in the West Side. 2 days ago, we were notified by the United Way that we've been recommended to be the recipients of a major grant, totaling over $1 million over the next 5 years. This investment into Madonna Center is transformational. I mean, it's something that we will be able to serve so many more families. We thank the United Way for the vote of confidence that they have for recommending us for this funding. I want to thank our staff for the great work that they do day in and day out. It's because of that work that we are being recommended for this funding. Without them doing what they do every day, you saw the videos, we really, would not be actually around anymore. You heard Ricardo mention earlier that the agency was in trouble, and it was. So with the good work that the board has done, we're fortunate to now again be recognized for that work and being recommended for this funding. And it's all because of the support from community. To have you all here, even in this day of COVID, it's rewarding for me because it tells us that you care about community and you're entrusting us to continue our work. Ricardo mentioned already, but I want to again recognize the board, the ladies that put this together, the Gala, Dr. Barbarena, who's been on our board and really goes above and beyond to put our events together. She voluntold her husband, who really, is an impressive individual. He's got so much talent that all of this would not be possible without him. Anthony, he doesn't get recognized enough. If we had had this event like we had planned to over at the Madonna Center across the street, I'd be able to point over to an area where we broke ground to build a new building. Part again of the work that we're doing to house 4 infant and toddler classrooms, that will allow us to serve 32 more children, so that their parents can continue to go to work or can even continue their education. Some even finish high school. So that building, would not be possible without the contributions from a couple of foundations, the Harvey Najam Foundation and the H.E. Butt Foundation. So I'd like to recognize them. I also would like to, take time to recognize the board. I know not all of them are here, but if you could stand, please, and be recognized. Dave, Mr. Chavira, Dr. Ravarena, Maria Bayumi, John Martinez, Michael Boucher, Dr. Inez Cruz, and I believe, Mr. Chavira, you met earlier, and I believe that's all who's here. And then the sisters who are over there partying, Sister Mary Bordelon. One last thing before I get off, I wanted to, just recognize all the work that our staff does. Again, without them, we wouldn't be where we are. So Some of them are here in the back. They're volunteering. Even when they're off, they're working to support Madonna Center. So I'd like to give them a round of applause. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over back to Ricardo Chavira, who again has really, I feel like he's taken Madonna under his wings. So I'd like to have him be recognized one more time, please. And I'll go ahead and call him back and have him say one last thank you for our sponsors.
So, ladies and gentlemen, before we close out tonight's program, I just want to say a few things. I got to go through this thing and find out where I'm at. Oh, here I am. Look at that. I found my place. It's great. We've recognized the staff, the beautiful staff that makes the Madonna Center what it is. Roger Caballero, all of our new sponsors, but also we have some really wonderful people that showed up tonight, and they are some of our most distinguished political dignitaries of San Antonio, and I would just like to call attention to who they are right now. Number one, our district attorney, Joe Gonzalez. Alamo College's trustee, Dr. Lorena Pulido. District 5 City Councilwoman Shirley Gonzalez. That's this right here. District 4 City Councilwoman Dr. Adriana Rocha Garcia. I don't know what happened to District 3, 2, and 1. We'll talk to them later. Also representing County Commissioner Rebecca Clay Flores is Frankie Gonzalez Wolf. And finally, one of our 9 elves out there in the virtual land, County Commissioner Justin Rodriguez. So I hope that everybody virtually and in person enjoyed our gala. Thank you for joining us tonight, for being here. There's still time to bid on auction items. I think it said till 8:30, but I'm pretty sure we're going to extend that for 2 weeks. I don't know. I want to thank all of the sponsors that are here, all of our new sponsors that are here, and with the notion in mind that the information that you just received about the Madonna Center getting that United Way grant, we could really utilize your knowledge, your help, your business expertise in making sure that we utilize that grant the proper way here to extend it as much as we can for ourselves as a Madonna Center moving forward, not just for the next 5 years, but beyond that. Also, I want to give a sincere thank you to Gabe Quintanilla, who donated his photography service tonight. Mr. Quintanilla, right over there. Look, people, together we're going to be the change, okay? And if you remember everything that was up in that video, one of the beautiful things when I got that tour the other day was when I got to spend time with the kids. Honestly, the kids that are in the daycare programs here, and they were so excited, and we got them out, and we got that picture, and we got them all to shout, "We are Madonna," you know? And they just lit up and were shouting like, I hadn't seen anything like that in a while. I mean, you know, I got an 18-year-old. I haven't seen him like that in so long, you know. What I want to say about that is, it is a we. You know, our Mexican American community is based within the we. Cultural communities are based within the we. Okay, and it's from all sides. So thank you so much to everybody that came from different sides of San Antonio over here to the West Side to support Madonna Center, to support the West Side. And if I can just get you guys really quick, I know it's a little corny, a little cheesy, but please, if we can on the count of 3, just all of us say, "We are Madonna," it would really make my night. So I'm going to count it out. 1, 2, 3. We are Madonna. Thank you. Good night. I'm going to go get a drink.
The bidding has started on our great auction items, including the virtual experience with select cast members from the Selena series on Netflix. To bid, just text Madonna 2021 to 243725. We also would like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's gala.
Cada vez que lo veo pasar, mi corazón se enloquece y me empieza a palpitar. Y se emociona, ya no razona, no lo puedo controlar. Y se emociona, ya no razona y me empieza a cantar. Me canta así, así.